Alright everyone, we are back here once again with another Valhalla part. We are in a completely new city here now. And, well, yeah, we're gonna play more of this, and, last time I played was on the 12th, right the day after. I mean, like, on the 12th, I started feeling already that I thought I was getting an infection back on my tailbone, and right, I was, and the day after I started getting so much pain right away, so, you know, I had to get a time at the hospital. Of course, I didn't get one right away. I got one, like, 2 days after I called him the first time. Because, yes, of course, they didn't have time. 1 or 2 days after. And, yeah. Another infection. Had to take antibiotics. It popped a few days before Christmas. You know, before Christmas there were stuff, you know, had to you know, get Christmas presents and stuff like that. And then there were Christmas, and, you know, it's been some resting days. Hoping to finish this game soon. We're definitely over half point of the game. I think we're quite a bit ahead of that, in fact. But yeah. So I'm gonna continue. And let's just not forget, let's do this right away. Let's move the webcam, because that thing is in the way. Get that out of the way. Gotta close the thing here. Get that away. Yeah, so now I have the webcam moved. Then let's just, so the chat is just working. It's working, it's right over there. Let's continue with the game. Alright. So when we left off last time, let's see, we had just passed this around here, so this should be it, right? Yeah. So yeah, we just managed to pay off that thing. Your account was charged 8,000 as payment for your electricity bill. Have a nice day. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind, and now she'll focus at work with no problem. Have a nice day. Yeah. We are just ready and gonna continue to go. It is now, as I am playing this, it is now the 29th. 24th in game, so now actually our time is ahead of game's time, but it'll catch up, don't worry. Jill, bill paid. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? Let's go to work. We're pretty much just ready to do it. Saturday, December 24th. And what's the clock? Clock is 10:59 a.m. So 11 a.m. Good evening. Ah, hey Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. It's still, after that whole thing with her ex-girlfriend dying and all that. Talking about girlfriends, ooh, that Tracer being a lesbian reveal, though. She is my favorite Overwatch girl, so it pleased me. It was good news to me. Let's just see so audio is working properly here. Talking about girlfriends, ooh, that Tracer being a lesbian. Mm-hmm. It's all good. It's all good. Not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah. I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. Hey man, looking good. Thanks, Annan. Thought I'd just point that out for the people. By the way, Annan, I asked you a thing yesterday. That Japanese name change, isn't that a one-time thing? Isn't it irreversible? So aren't you stuck on that Japanese name now? It sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kind of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us, the dogs, the dogs. You invited Titty Hacker. Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy. I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. It might be reversible. I guess might have to become Japanese. Perhaps. I'll make a new account. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. Oh, let's just... Oh, get this shit. Get this thing under... Gone? Where the hell is that? So, what have you... Also, Annan, I asked you a thing yesterday that you didn't answer either. How's the Christmas? What did you end up giving to your son? Let's see. Underground Club. Time to make drinks and change lives. It was. It was good. That sounds good. Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Ooh, new people. Didn't think we'd get new people. Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? You should call it the Minotaur Center. Yeah, well... PogChamp could mean that. Nah, I know what the kind of emotion thing. I got him a keyboard that can you play music on. Alright. Did your mom, did your mom, did your wife, or was it wife or girlfriend, I forgot. Did she get him something? Or like was, like, you know what I mean. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right when you see a building filled with hobos. This should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? Yeah, you got a bunch of toys. Alright. Whoa, you actually got him Pokemon cards? Did you want that? That's surprising. I thought the whole Pokemon card craze passed many years ago. What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brantini, please. Right. The girl asked for a Brantini. The Lilum freaks me out. Oh, she's a Lilum. Is it the eyes, I suppose? Alright, the Brantini. 6 Adelaide. 3 Power Delta. Oh, fuck. And 1 Karma Trine. All aged and mixed. Here we are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Bella for the time being. What you cosplaying as? And your Lilum friend is? Yeah, he wants Pokemon cards. He got one of those special packs thingies with a bunch of cards and a statue. I don't know why he asks for it. It's supposedly popular at his school. But he doesn't play with them. Just put them in a folder. Most useless gift ever, in my opinion. I think there's probably more useless stuff. I doubt he knows how to play the Pokemon game. When I was little and we were doing Pokemon cards, I personally didn't know how to play it. He just collected it. Essentia. I get it. You're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called VA-11 Bartender? No. That cult classic game that has been like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year? That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. I help him play with his friends sometimes. There's a lot of reading in English involved. They haven't even bothered to translate that shit yet. I mean, when I was little, I remember, I think the cards was in English too, yeah? Yeah. But I thought surely by now it must have been translated. No. It's pretty weird, really. The Pokemon franchise, when it comes to video games, Pokemon franchise is like the... I think it's like the 4th or 5th. I think it's 4th. Maybe even 3rd. 3rd or 4th. Most selling video game franchise on the planet. With Mario being number 1. And then it's like... Tetris is number 2. And then there's like... I think number 3 could be Zelda. Maybe. But then, if it's not Zelda, then it's Pokemon. And believe it or not, after that, Zelda and Pokemon... I'm not entirely sure if Zelda's up there, though, but... Yeah, after that anyway, comes actually Call of Duty. Yep. Almost nothing it translates to Swedish. Yeah, but you'd think since that show... And the cards has been around since like 1996, and considering how big it is, it would have been translated. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? It'll be fine. something amiss. Jesus fucking Christ. There's a girl behind you. Ooh. Is that what I... Yeah. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. People still buy the crap, so they think, why bother, I guess. But that's not usually the mentality, though. Usually the mentality is, wow, our thing is selling very well. Maybe if we translate it to more languages, it will sell even better. Spook. Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Well, I asked for a fluffy dream. The Lilum still freaks me out. A fluffy dream. Optional content. We'll add one in there. All aged and mixed. I don't know if I've had anyone order that yet. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B music. Does your friends prefer the 80s R&B or the 1970s? What is R&B again? It's like, no, I mean like, what does it stand for? What does it stand for again? One would think so, but the Japanese are weird. They cancelled their Swedish division of the Nintendo Club. Sweden had a Nintendo Club? I didn't even know that. For no reason. So Swedes can't collect bonus points and get stuff. I forgot how it worked exactly. When did they cancel that? Rhythm and bass. Okay. In the 80s, I think. Oh shit. Boss, Diddy, R&B. I'm coming. You see, Diddy is a 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased. So why would you call her out? What's the point? It was around the launch of Wii U. It's like they want to fail. Well, surely it must have been some reason. And obviously the first reason that comes to mind would be financial. Perhaps it was more expensive keeping it going than it was bringing in. Ugh. Oh god. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. Oh, it's the vending machine. Oh. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that will be that. I'm confused. Might get the kid a PC instead of a Switch. What made you change your mind about the Switch? When we talked about this like a month ago, you seemed to be kind of set on a Switch, weren't you? Just having a website up doesn't seem very expensive. But wasn't there maybe like staff connected to it? Right, thanks again for the directions. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black sailor uniform. I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey Dorothy. Oh, there we have her. Look. Oh, hi, honey. Nintendo have been failing so much. Yeah. Yeah, they have been out of touch with the market for a long time. Just recycle games with slightly updated graphics and it claims to be innovative. I wouldn't claim it's about the graphics. You know, I wouldn't say that because it's just they go for a strong art style. I would just more simply say that they milk their franchises. Still brings in money though. People love the Zeldas and the Marios and all. They were innovative in the NES era. No, not so much. Yeah, they've been selling, like, console-wise, for example. Like, not counting the Wii, but the Wii was just a gimmick, so that they released at a good time. That's why it sold so well. It sold a lot, very quick. But support on a lot of games and people that played it died off very quickly. It was just a gimmick that was released at a good time, so it made that sell well. But otherwise, they've been doing bad console sales-wise ever since the Nintendo 64. And the starting point why that was because they were competing, you know, with the PlayStation 1 and such. And some Sega were still doing stuff around then. And the problem was that they went cartridge-based, while other companies went disc-based. And the discs could fit a lot more on them, and it was just a better format at the time. So they lost a lot of developers that wanted to make a game for their console. Because it was much easier and better for developers to make games for a disc-based format. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. So let them just wander. Can I get you something? Oh. A sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush. But hasn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up? Ah, fuck! You know, they're trying to drop this shit on me now. Hold on. I have this feeling that it's either a blue fairy. I really feel strong about the blue fairy or a moonblast, but I think it's blue fairy. But here's the thing. I'll do even better if I get this one correct, but I'm a little scared of risking this one, so what I think I'll do is, I think I'll just give her a sugar rush, because at least I won't get her wrong on that. I don't want to risk my memory here. I don't feel confident enough. All mixed. There you go. One sugar rush. Micro pop. Yeah. It's like they think their shit doesn't stink. You know, right? Thanks. That they are so great and awesome, they should learn from the competition instead. Yeah, totally. And make a monster console with good graphics. Yeah, the problem is, when they make these weak consoles, they don't really compete. They don't attract third-party developers. Seeing her down is so weird. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. Let me ask you, Adam. If you could change gender, would you do it? Let's say that you could change yourself so you turn into a very beautiful woman, if that's what you wish to be. You could say that your decision is to... You could change into a... No way. So, but if I were to ask you this way, if you could choose, if you should change into a really, like, good-looking guy, or a really good-looking girl, would you choose the good-looking guy over that? So, from what Donna told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. You want to know more about it? You want to tell me about it? I brought it up enough times already, I think. My teeth! I had this shit stuck here. Fucking black licorice. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss though, I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you Lilim really understand death? Sorta, kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So, our concept of mortality might be different. I don't know if you're writing something new there, Annan, but I'm assuming you still mean no way? Because I asked you a follow-up question there, in case you didn't hear it. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployable. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death, and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be someone else. Well, I didn't mean it in that sense. I mean, like, say if you got to keep your brain and all your thoughts, but just change the appearance. I have a feeling you're still gonna say no, though. So, if I said this then, if you were to die right now, okay? You die, like right now, on the spot. Quick and painless, don't worry. All quick and painless. Boom, you just drop dead. And you're going to get reborn. You don't get to be reborn as an animal. You're gonna be, I'd like to be healthier, yeah. You're gonna get reborn as a human. Do you want... What would you say that? And say you have to choose an appearance. Would you just say that you would like to... Like a gender and appearance, would you want to be it to be the same as it is now? You know what? I'm not even gonna... I like to say throw these sort of things out. Say you don't even get to be the same. You have to choose a new appearance. See... Oh, gee. Seriously, though. Those laws were bullshit. I know it may sound stupid, but I would totally choose to become a girl. I'll be a good-looking Asian girl. Probably Japanese, because Japan, man. Like a super cute Japanese girl. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? It would be cool to be a whale, but I heard no animals allowed. Yeah, no animals allowed. But okay, that's that's a cool thing, I guess. A whale. Whales have bigger brains than humans. Yeah, but even if they have bigger brains, they aren't really smarter. I mean, like, if they really were smarter, they would probably have done a lot more than humans, right? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? See that? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? I don't care what the writer, the creator's intent was. I see that as religious criticism. And they sing like nicely. No, maybe they are content with swimming around singing. Maybe. But Annan, if you have to choose, and if you were, as I said, if you were to drop dead right now, and you will be born as a new human being, alright, you will be reborn. What country would you choose to be born in? We'll say all this. Again, as I said, I like to do these sort of thinkers, right? What country would you want to be born in? What gender? And let's just say what race. Alright, we'll start out with that. Country... country, gender, and race. We'll start with that. If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it to their favor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject for a bit, though. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know? It's a tad small, though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? 4. Why 4? I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell 4. Really? That's fucking stupid. It's like you said the other day. When you have a difficult life, you learn and you develop a refined perspective. If you are born a beautiful girl with an easy life, you won't know much about life. Although life will be easy, it will probably also be pretty boring. I agree with what you say. Up until the last part there. It will probably be pretty boring. I think that more just depends on what these people choose to do with life. I'd say many of these people that get blessed with beautiful appearances and whatnot and have easy lives, they probably live their life in a stupid ignorance. They are pretty stupid people most of the time. They are pretty stupid people, and they live in a stupid ignorance for the rest of their life. They just live in a happy little bubble of ignorance. It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you can say it's foreplay. Yeah. He was also named after someone. Really? Who? Maybe it's not boring. A Lilum kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. You want anything else? Let's go with the blue fairy. See, if I would have served her that from the beginning, I think I would have gotten more extra points for that. But I wasn't entirely sure and I didn't want to risk it. Alright. A blue fairy for Dorothy. One card we're trying. Aged and mixed. Here. Why do they call it a blue fairy? Is it because of Pinocchio? I believe the name is based off absinthe, which some call the green fairy. So, Annan, I'm not letting you escape from the question yet. So if you were to choose, as I said before, you're gonna get reborn? What will you choose? Yeah, if you have to, you know. What country, what gender, and what race? The first versions of the drink were described as sweeter absinthe. Sadly, they had to fix the formula because people were turning green. People were turning green. Not blue? Personally, as you know, I've already said, I would choose Japan, girl, and obviously, in that case, Asian. A very cute Asian girl. A bluish green. You seem to have cheered up a bit there. Yeah, talking to you always helps me get my mind off things. Hey, there's something I've wondered for a while now. What? What kind of friends do you have? I mean, are they in your same line of work, or friends? Aside from you? Thank you. Well, there's Lawrence. That vending machine is a lot of fun to be with. Once you get past his quirkiness, that is. I've also met a lot of nice people working in the streets. From the top of my head, I can think about Nightingale, another Lilum. He changed himself to have fur and a more wolf-like face. He's a furry, perhaps. Gender doesn't matter so much for me. I'd like to be born as a hunter-gatherer in an archipelago in the South Pacific Ocean, or deep in the jungles of South America. A hunter-gatherer? What do they do? In an archipelago? I've heard that word before, but I don't know what it means. What is an archipelago? The South Pacific Ocean or deep in the jungles of South America. Oh wait, do you mean like one of those like tribes that are cut off from everyone else? He's also a pretty good pianist. He plays in a jazz band on the weekends. Oh, it's a collection of islands. South Pacific Ocean. So you're talking about those tribe people, right? Because I know that, you know, I know in the jungles of Brazil there are those tribe people that are cut off from society. And then it's like in the Indian Oceans, I know there's Indian and like Philippine oceans, there's like islands that are protected by the states, and no one is allowed to really visit them because those tribes live there. Hunter-gatherer plays around for most of the time. They work for like an hour a day getting food and building shelters. Yeah, isolated tribe people. So that's what you like to be. That's a very interesting answer. I think extremely few people would ever answer that. They live the real good life. Do you really think so, though? I mean, like, in some ways, perhaps, but it's absolutely not what I would choose. There's also Nadira, a drag queen, and the owner of a club I've been invited to a few times. She has an animal shelter on the side. I help her with it occasionally. Oh, there's also Sister Clementine, a nun from an orphanage. I go there sometimes and play with the kids. I think they are genuine with each other. They ignore all the fake, unnecessary shit of civilization. Well, I don't think most of that is by choice, though, since many of them do live on islands and don't really get access to other civilizations. But there are people that go visit them, though. Well, in some places. Whoa, that's something I didn't expect to hear. I also almost got adopted once. I was flattered, but it was weird. Oh, and it turns out I already knew your boss. Some years ago, she what? What? I said too much. Client confidentiality and all that. Well, enough tangents. Why are you gloomy in the first place? Gloomy? when you came in, I don't know if gloomy is the right word, but you were pretty quiet at the very least. And knowing how you normally are, it was pretty weird. But don't worry about that. Just have one too many things going in my mind. I wasn't gloomy or anything. More like distracted, really. Well, I think I'll go now. Thanks for lending me an ear, Ronnie. My boss told you about the party tomorrow, right? Yep. I wouldn't dare to miss that. Okay, then. Alright, then. See you tomorrow. Good luck. Thanks. And that's that. Boss, I'll be taking my break. Alright. So, Adam, there's not actually too much of this game left. Not as much as I thought it was before. It's now safe to keep playing. I have stuff, you know, there's Resident Evil 7 in January. Still got those Fallout DLCs, would be kind of nice to play through. I like these fades, they're trippy. Trippy, eh? New question, Alan. You know, like, I'm sure you heard of the Deus Ex series. It's not really important, but it's just could help the example. If you could choose or say if you had to choose a part of yourself that would get exchanged with like a robot part, say if it was a robot head, a robot arm, a robot leg, a robot torso, your pick. Anything like that. I need to remember to buy more cigars. You don't smoke, Jill, do you? Well, no, I think she do smoke. Yeah. She smokes cigars and cigarettes? Robot heart, probably, for good cardio. Fair enough. A robot arm seems very appealing to me. They're cool. Back? Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year. Not really, no. Robot dick. So yeah, no, I'd say probably a robot arm. That might be big with the ladies. You're right. But maybe if I had a robot arm, I could have sick fingering skills. Going out. I'll have a word with Go-Go outside. He was so hot for that match. He must be devastated. What would you do with a robot arm? I don't know, imagine if you got into a fist fight with someone. You could probably knock them out cold. Right, just like that. We just give them one right, and they're probably knocked out due to how strong a robot arm would probably be. Maybe you could have awesome finger coordination if you play. It looks cool. And maybe you could like put stuff on your arm and make it cool. I don't know. I'll have a word with that Go-Go outside. He was so hyped for that match. He must be devastated. Okay. I'll get the Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wounds finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she's just taken him with me. Ah, I see. What can I get you? All right, Annan. So I'll give you an easy one here. I feel very questiony today. I'll say this: if you could choose what country to live in, I'm saying you still have your same life. You're still you, no change of you. You're the same. You have your family, everything like that. Everything in your life's like, yeah. But say you just were in another country. You could choose a completely different country your life was in. Which country would it be? Something cold. Sure. Something cold for say. Something cold for say. C for cold. I'll be the little asshole here and we'll go with something that's as expensive as possible. $280 for the Cobalt Velvet. Maybe Hungary. Where you've lived already? I've never been to Japan, but it seems cool in some ways. Again, I mean, as you could probably imagine, I'd choose Japan. Piano man, piano woman, you know? Piano woman may be good. I mean, there's always these, but I don't know if I want to go with that. They're like special motherfuckers. We'll go with the piano woman. All aged and mixed. Here. Thanks, but, it isn't cold. What? Oh, I'm so stupid. Why am I so stupid? I should have picked a drink with ice in it. I'm sorry. Fucking cock. For some reason, that was not even on my mind. God damn it. I was thinking to myself, like, well, I was thinking she gave me free reign because, of course, a drink is cold, right? I was thinking. Ah, fucking hell. Well, that's... Ugh. Sorry, it's so chilly. My idea of cold is a bit off. But they are weird. Like, with their sexual assaulting of women on the subway. Dude, I'm gonna be straight up. That shit is not close to as common as many think. I mean, like, I don't have any numbers that where I can show you, but Japan has so low crime rate, man. They are one of the least crime. They have some of the least crime in the entire world. The country with the least crimes in the planet, though, is Iceland, apparently. But Japan's up there. Emotionally repressed. It's a social issue, yeah. So, Stella isn't with you today? She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow, and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. You know, I'm sure you remember Annan. The guy that came in and wrote yesterday in chat, "Du är tjock." Like, I find that shit so fucking funny. Like, hand to my heart, I take no offense to that. I find it so fucking funny when someone just comes in and just, like, they don't even say you're a fucking fat ass, go kill yourself, blah blah blah. No. They just say, "Du är tjock," or "you're fat." Nothing more. Just that. I find it fucking hilarious. I the way he wrote it too, "Du är tjock." Yep. I'm fat. And here I was all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time? If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in our honor. Huh. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She's really rich. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big. When's your birthday, Annan? I don't think I've ever asked you that. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though I just don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I just stand there without anything to say. May 18th, you? Oh, I thought you knew my birthday by now. I don't know. I don't blame you if you don't, of course. I just thought I'd named it enough times to maybe it had stuck. I don't know. I don't know how often I mention it either, but just saying. June 25th. That, and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know? You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me. Although, with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too, breezy, too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you'd look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin, or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I'm smaller than her, in fact. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really. Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. What the fuck? Right. Me eating these fucking jelly candies? They're good. But I hate how they get often so stuck in your teeth or between your teeth and shit like that. So how's the gambling been going, Alan? You still doing poker? Or is it not working out? That hurts, to be honest. Although I get... Oh my god, this song, I don't... Not now. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes. Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before, and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics. Yeah, no, not working out. That's unfortunate. Do you have something to fall back on? That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills. They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. What about her eye patch? She seems affluent enough. She does have an eye patch, I think. She seems affluent enough. Why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her. Her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. Försäkringskassan. Well, okay. But I meant, like, since you do a lot of gambling stuff, do you have something like that to fall back on? Like, do you have some sort of betting thing that works out for you? She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mom. So I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her? Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess on a taller or thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter and thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes, and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. Not really. I see. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get anything else? So, I don't know if you've noticed this, Adam, but have you seen that Twitch has added a IRL section? Basically, Twitch has gone all the way now. You can put your stream, so it says you're streaming IRL, and IRL, I went in and checked some streams, and it seems like people can do pretty much whatever they want. I saw one guy playing video games in IRL, I saw some people just sitting on a couch talking, I saw some other people just sitting around a table or something talking, some people going around filming some shit. It seems like you can just do whatever you want. IRL, in real life, you just film your life. So it seems like Twitch has gone all the way, so now you can basically stream pretty much whatever you want on Twitch. Yeah, I saw. You have to interact with chat. Yeah, obviously there has to be some stream interaction, I'd say. It can't just be like you setting up a stream, filming something, and then nothing. You have something non-alcoholic? I do. Give me a sec. Some non-alcoholic for the same. I think the Sugar Rush is non-alcoholic. Optional. Let's go with the most... Let's go with the most expensive non-alcoholic. Because I need to earn my pay, man. Blue Fairy, 170. Crow Spike, 140. Fluffy Dream, 170. Got Punch. Alright, we'll just go with a simple Sugar Rush then. It's non-alcoholic. Oh no, wait, no, there were 170 drinks, weren't there? There were the, yeah, the Blue Fairy. No Chromatron. Aged and mixed. Here. Can't sleep on sleep. Yeah. I said basically whatever you want. The Twitch's deal was always in the past. Even when I started streaming, they were like, when I started streaming and before, they were always like, you stream video games here. That's all we are. But eventually, they have more and more moved to non-video game stuff when they added obviously the social eating. And how they added creative, where you could like stream yourself sitting and playing a guitar or painting or building shit, you know? Like, saw people building Legos and watch that shit. Creative. But now what I'm saying, now they've basically gone all the way. And also gaming talk show, but that was at least passable because it was at least related to gaming. But now they've gone all the way when they go like, IRL, stream real life. It was like, that was the tipping point. Twitch ain't just about video games anymore, or it doesn't even have a main focus on it. I mean, it still technically does, since people streaming video games is the heavy majority of people still, but... Go type of drink. Can't... You have any ideas for stuff you could stream IRL? Thanks. Oh. I don't know. I mean, social eating works. You just sit and eat some food. You don't even have to eat food, you just eat something. It doesn't say you have to eat food, it just says you eat. It's a social eating, so you can just sit and eat something and talk. Do whatever, sit, watch YouTube clips, talk with the chat, you know, shit like that. It's all good. Something IRL? Not that I can think of. But obviously there are gaming talk show and social eating. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy when you're not? Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually, people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food. Or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment, and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah. I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know. You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. Do you have any ideas, Adam? If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, yeah? Sure. How you say? Yeah? What do you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now, with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared for a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption, sick of it. But I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. You know, the way I sit back all the way time like that, it's not, I think that's not very good for the infection and shit. Well, you know, it's pretty much going down, but you never know if they can start growing again. But I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. Dude, please, nose, not. Ugh. The reason I did that It's because I didn't want to scratch my nose more with my hands. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. Please, ball sack. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Ah, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? Alright. Something strong for Mr. Detective. Perhaps something manly? Well, let's see here. 140, 170, 160, 160. Alright, so we'll go with the Mars Blast. 6 barrels in attack. And then 4 Flannery Guide, 1 Powder Delta, and 2 Karma Trine, all blended. Here you go. I don't know. You could go to interesting places that people might want to see and just hang out there. I don't see that as a very viable option. How would I bring a stream with me? A little portable computer, you mean? Too much to set up. It'll take cost too. Like that streamer girl in this game. I'd watch it. Oh yeah, in Japan, I actually... like a live stream thing. Totally possible. I am thinking if I go to Japan. I mean, I always say if, but I like to also say when, because who knows? I always like to say when, but I also like to say if, because you know, who knows? Maybe I'll die before I go there. Who fucking knows? If or when I go to Japan, I'm at least planning on doing more like vlog stuff, I suppose. That's the thing I'm thinking of. Do some, get around the place, visit some places, do a little vlogging. That's very simple, you know. You just use the phone. Just use the phone, do some vlogging. Film some shit, talk around about some stuff, show other people's stuff. All fun. Through a mobile phone. Yeah, there is actually mobile phone streaming things. Like, that one app that's available. No, what is it like? Pinnacle? Pinnacle? No, Pyroscope. Pyroscope, right? Periscope? Yeah, Periscope, right? I think that's what the app is called. Periscope. That's a mobile phone streaming app. Yes, this will do. You can mount a camera on your shoulder. Yeah. You could do like a, if you want to do like a phone thing, you could have like earphones with a microphone like that. And then you could have like maybe a chest mount. Put the phone in like a chest holder. Spy glasses with cam. Oh yeah. So what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case, and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. A gun for hire. What about the girl? Crimson something. I'm tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money, and well, I just couldn't refuse again. Oh. It's your life, not mine. I wonder, though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws. The walls are soundproof. And I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then, wait. Soundproof walls? Why? And I'm sure I've asked you this question already, but why did you leave Hungary again? Did you see those vending machines outside? Julmust? No. I prefer regular cola to Julmust. They're quite talkative. The bastards. Be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from Canyavania. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Had some problems, financial and other. I see. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. Man, I hate how popcorn makes my nose itch. Like, here's the thing. Again, I've talked about this before. It's not about allergy or anything like that. It's just that my nose itches, and then I scratch it. Well, there's salt on my hands, and I think that just makes it itch more. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction, and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Well, turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here, and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. She really is his daughter. I think I said he. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender has made things easier. What? Was made things. What? Let's see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. A cobalt velvet for Mr. Detective here. Man, the fact that I messed up that fucking drink for her, that makes me miss out most likely on the payment for her for the drink, and I miss out on the flawless serving bonus. The reason I fucking get annoyed by this is apparently because there's gonna be I think there's gonna be like a 10,000 for rent thing coming up. And if I don't hit that mark, I'm not sure, but I've heard that maybe that means you get bad ending if you don't successfully pay that. And if I do and get bad ending, dude, I'm not gonna replay a bunch of shit just to fix this. Okay, I'll take whatever ending the game gives me. All right. Messed up. Oh, it wasn't supposed to be aged. Fucking cock. Game over. It may be. But again, I ain't gonna go back and do a bunch of other shit just to fucking get that. If I get bad ending, whatever. Alright. I'll let the game take me wherever it wants to. There you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway? Keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time. He told me he wanted to see her again. One last time, or, at the very least, deliver her a message. He could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. But you might get same ending as if you can't make the first round. That's true. That is true. I don't know what chance that. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing, or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight, and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting word and went out to find her. Fucking cock. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contracts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So, how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to the her from before, the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. Let me ask you, Annan. Your wife, again, it is a wife, right? You married her, right? Is she Swedish or Hungarian? I was thinking, did you create your family in Hungary or here in Sweden? I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. Oh, Hungarian. In Hungary. Your child. Oh, not wife, not wife. Okay. Is your child born in Hungary or Sweden? I was thinking in terms of nationality situation. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better go back to work before her trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Hungary. Oh, okay, so the child has a dual nationality. Alright. That's pretty handy, isn't it? Okay then. I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Wear the slut shirt, Jill. Wear it. Where's Gil, by the way? He's stored all of our... He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on. Wait a bit. And I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. Mistakes! I didn't get flawless service bonus! God damn it, man! Oh, it hurts when you see that. That's painful, man. You want that bonus. I know this small part is what you needed. Yeah, it's nice to be able to go back when Sweden gets a civil war with all the Muslims and immigrants. Yeah. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, if they get too many, no European country will be safe, really. But I would say a country that has the best chance of lasting now is the UK, with how they left the European Union. And considering they're not connected by land to they're not connected by land to the rest of Europe. Merry Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Happy holidays. No distraction needed. Wear the slut shirt, Jill. Let us start by... There is stuff to read, indeed. First off, let's save the game here. Now. Let's read some bullshit. For a party on, I'll bring you leftovers. Shit, why can't this thing be like a new thing? That one... Yeah, that one. It's just this one. There should be an exclamation point on whatever this thing is new. But UK is already swarmed with people from their Commonwealth countries. India, Pakistan, Hong Kong, I think. That's true. That is true. It is. But the fact that they left the European Union... It makes them stand a better chance than the rest of European countries. Hungary is building a border like Israel. Yeah, Hungary isn't isn't immigrant friendly. It doesn't accept a bunch of refugees. No. Poor little Hungary. I mean, we've all seen the fucking YouTube footage and shit on the internet of the immigrants just rushing in. They're just running in, like, you see like thousands of them fighting riot police and all. They want to go there anyway because conditions are dire. Maybe they just don't want to stay, rather. When it comes to immigrants, they want to work their way up to the wealthier places, like, you know, Germany, France, the UK, Northern Europe. That's what they really want to be. Countries that give them a lot of fucking shit for free. Welfare states. Mega Christmas is here, by Mickey. I'm way too used to Christmas, but the mega tradition here is Glitch City is mega comfy. I know it's an incredibly absurd name, and the holiday isn't any less crazy due to its origin, but I find it amazing how GC managed to replace the original festivities. Some places celebrate Christmas eating fried chicken, but here they outright changed the holiday. I mean, like Japan. Well, it's not that different, considering they have the same dates, but still pretty cool. Whoop, I gotta go. Time to sign some books. Was it Mega Christmas or Mega Christmas? Don't know, don't care. Nothing new here, right? I assume so, because there was no exclamation point. Still, again, you don't know which... Is this the one? I don't... I think all these are new, I think. Yoro Yore is the best show this season, Valana Smithy. If you weren't a fan of Yuri or Slice of Life shows already, then be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere of Yoro Yore, one of the funniest shows I've ever seen in recent years. The pals at the popular danger/u/forum seems too divided. However, the grammar there. This is such an obvious pandering. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? You girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm going to marry Sheena too. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside me. You can watch YY every Friday on RSTV. You use some kind of messenger service? Can I friend you on some stuff, by the way? Sure. You can add me really on, like, multiple places. Like, where do you feel like adding? Like, could do, I use, like, multiple things. I mean, like, obviously Steam, Skype. Got each other on Discord if you have that. Obviously, and then I do use, like, Facebook and Messenger. Use Kick also. Whatever you please, really. It'd be nice. Wanna watch it? Anime is for nerds. Is it sexist to have an army of robot women? Well, on a smithy. The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you. The King of the West, Kanye, from the western nation of Kanyavania, has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around. But is this show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? Ooh. Those dictators from Venezuela. I don't know if you remember this. The guy that made this game, I think there's two people. They are from Venezuela, so they are calling their leaders dictators, and the leaders of Venezuela would not be happy to hear that. Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever just do what they want. They don't give a shit. They're really commenting on their country here. Mariana Zimmer, 35, told the Augmented Eye during a street interview. They're all pretty hot though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with a real thing when you just make them from scratch to match your every needs? More as we investigate. I'm pretty sure Kanyavania went through demilitarization before. Venezuela is kind of fucked, yep. They have lots of crime and hyperinflation. Yeah, I know. Their country is falling apart. I'm well aware. How they like have electricity turned off like 4 or 5 days a week too, because they have to save in. I'm receiving mysterious messages. Subject 2. Velocity. The messages have suddenly stopped and everything is normal again. Still, we can't stop wondering what's the deal. Was it a prankster or someone who just discovered how to subvert public communication channels in Lilim? Either way, some reports indicate that Lilim behavior has been rather unusual as of late. Although we can only imagine the confusion they were going through. Not the first time. Let's not forget that something similar happened 5 years ago, when Lilim advancement was at its historic high. Fortunately, nothing came out of it. Will it happen again? Time will tell. Spooky, but yeah. So, Jill didn't need anything. Goody good. I guess this is funds. 1,353.50. So this. I'll take that. Now, we are actually going to end this part here. I don't know which fucking part this is. What part is this? What part are we on? What part are we on? Curious. Let's find out. Part 12. We're on part 12. That's what it is. Part 12. So yeah, this was part 12. Or am I being retarded right now? Ah, shit. Yeah, we're on part 12. We are on part 12. So, I'll see you on part 13.